Hello, everybody. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 6 of Power Rangers Let There Be Thunder.
Is it actually 6? Holy crap.
It is Episode 6. I just double-checked. I am Matthew. Today and always, I am your GM. Because I don't want to be a player.
That's a lie. I want to roll an insight check.
Darn you for making me want to sing another song. I'm just supposed to ignore that?
Yes. The answer is probably yes.
We are going to dive almost right in after these lovely people introduce themselves. Starting with Michael, the Green Ranger.
Hello! As Matt so aptly just stated, I am Michael. I will be playing Peter, the Green Ranger. Let the shenanigans ensue.
My name is Anne, and I'll be playing Sophie, the Blue Ranger, who will probably make lots of bad decisions.
Oh, wait, it's me. Hi, I'm Panic. I'll be playing Cal, the Yellow Ranger, except not tonight. Tonight, I am the Masked Rider, bringer of justice, and also beatings.
Just beatings.
Season's beatings.
Today, I am Supreme Michael, and I will be playing Sarah, the Black Ranger, and y'all ain't ready. Let's go.
Y'all ready for this?
And finally, I am Jay. I will be playing Q, the Red Ranger, as I usually do.
Except that one time.
Fantastic.
Except that one time where you were in charge.
I played Q in that episode. I also happen to play a number of other people guilty of kidnapping and shenanigans.
Kicking ambulances
Still
and
not.
things.
Yes! For the record, still not over it.
Just a very quick summary. We ended last session with Sarah's band having performed quite a fantastic concert. The dice did say so.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe there was at least one crit on every skill check.
If I didn't crit, I rolled stupid high. So, I don't know what the difficulties were, so those may have been crits by themselves.
It was very good.
What did I do?
So, Sarah was winning at life, and we were all watching.
Yep. They were all watching.
Yep, for sure. We were all there.
However,
Definitely
unfortunately, not long after somebody snuck off, they failed to notice in the darkness something moving about.
You can't say it. You can't say its actual name. You can't say the real name. It's supposed to remain an acronym.
Large bee flew into the scene, which is where we find ourselves now.
I can't believe you.
Is this where we roll for initiative? Feels bad, man.
This is where we roll for initiative.
There are so many bee puns that are
I
just
do not have
waiting to happen.
I don't have the ability to follow my leader, so I'm just going to roll this myself.
You do not.
Do we have the ability to follow?
No, he is not morphed.
You do?
Does
Oh,
following require more?
I don't believe he has to be
I thought
more.
he
it
had
had to be
morphed
morphed,
to follow
does
me.
it? Well, I don't know. Is Q trying to signal to follow?
That seems awful.
How's that suit me, boss? If you check in the chat. How's that suit me?
Wow.
You do not have to more.
Combat.
How are we
I
feeling
mean,
about
So,
that?
So, I will
you can
follow
follow
you.
me.
I think you'll go
Oh,
first.
sick. Love that. Love to hear that. We put in the effort. We put in the time. We really get up there.
I will follow.
Yeah, so it's at the beginning of any combat. It makes no mention of morphing or not.
Oh, yeah!
What
Hell
can
yeah.
I do just to make my life a
Okay,
little
I'm
bit
following
easier?
as well, because screw that.
Yeah.
Okay. so 3 of us are following.
I'm having a moment. I'm very sorry, everybody. You can follow me in just a moment when I find where I've left my GPS.
BRB.
Yeah. Hold, please. 404 error. Q not found. D6. I thought it was a D6, but I just wanted to check. I'm going to roll my Christmas dice because... Oh, no, that's not... I'm going to roll my Christmas dice because... Ho, ho, ho. Ah!
What'd you call me?
Dang. He beat me by just
14.
a little bit. Just a
little
small bit.
Is that even with
So-
our increases to your...
Including the bonuses?
Damn, what did you roll?
What did I roll?
That
2.
is...
4.
Alright. So I'm...
Well, the Christmas dice are dead now. They're not playing for the rest of this evening.
Wait, so question. You rolled a 6 and a 4. Does that mean that it's entirely possible that someone will go after me?
Right, that would mean I got a 12.
No.
I rolled a 1
Michael.
on my D4, so I'm going
Yeah,
after
I just
Q,
noticed.
probably.
Unfortunate.
Wait, what's
we're
the
just not
total
going to
for
talk
Q?
about it. It's okay.
14.
Okay,
So
so
I'm
I'm at
Oh,
a
okay,
Okay, so
13.
there's no chance. Okay, good to know. Good to know I will be going last. That's helpful to know.
Who else?
Yeah, just throw me way off into the darkness. I'll make my entrance when I
Dramatically.
Hello, darkness.
I'll make
my old
my
friend.
entrance when I feel it is appropriate.
What the hell is this?
You're going to do that stereotypical
Bunch.
American cavalry movie move where you wait until everybody's absolutely pummeled and then come charging in.
Now is not the time to hit me up, whoever's trying to hit me up.
You up?
I'm too busy being a Power Ranger.
As the dice have been rolled, and it looks like our lovely
Find the stage.
BDB
BDB.
has rolled the highest.
Oh, that's...
I do have a
Oh.
question about the BDB.
Yes.
I'm
I
scared.
just want to know, did you come up with like an actual name
War
that like we can say out loud aside from the?
War Wasp.
Oh, I meant, did you like? I was gonna ask if you retrofitted a different name to be like, this is what BDB.
Bravo Delta
There we go.
Bravo.
Sure, that's what it is. Not the other thing.
I was just thinking
Be the
Tweaky
best.
from Buck Rogers.
Be the best. It's Buck Rogers.
Yeah, beady.
As BDB flies into the crowds and the crowd begins to scatter, running and
Are
screaming,
they swarming?
you hear him bzzz as his
Jay.
wings are moving so quickly as to become almost invisible.
What?
His arms end in stingers
Just gone?
Actually, is a
and
Oh, no,
he
just his wings are moving.
lances around.
Oh.
Vez Q.
I appreciate trying to add the buzz on a letter that has no way
No
to
buzz.
buzz it. I appreciate it.
I'm dedicated.
You should use the Waspinator voice.
He is holding his action to attack anyone that approaches him,
Cool.
which will bring us straight down to Q.
Okay, we need to be smart about this one.
But take your free backhand cue.
Beatrice Diana Bombardier. I love it, dude.
Is there space under the stage?
There's, you're probably raised up about 5 foot. You could crawl under there.
Oh, space. Okay, that'll do.
He's going to do his
Marty
roly-poly
and-
morphing again.
Marty and Kyle.
The technique is patented at this point.
Yeah, it's the red roll.
He's even got a name for it.
The red Morphin roll. Yeah, stop, drop, and whatever it is.
Stop, drop, morph, roll.
Yeah.
The morph roll.
Yeah. Which way are Marty, Ant, and Kyle fleeing the scene? Are they fleeing the scene?
They are fleeing back down the stairs.
Off backstage.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anywhere that I can see that would be a sneaky enough spot to be able to morph unseen?
Well, you see, if you roll a really high infiltration check.
Roll me an alertness and or infiltration.
I will go for alertness, please.
I thought you would.
13.
13. From where you are...
Oh, hang on. Sorry, I rolled the wrong dice. No. That is a critical 16.
From where you are, the best place would appear to be...
Off, come on. Off.
In the shadows over by the hedges. You do know that there are lights on the walkway, but they're soft lights meant to just make it easier to find the walkway.
Is this a hedge here?
Yes.
Okay. Right, tape measure.
Run!
Man.
Alternatively, you could drop down behind the stage, crouch behind it,
I mean,
and sort of hope for the best.
I mean, Kelsey knows, so that's fine.
Yep.
If they're running, if these guys are running away, are they look? As I watch them, are they looking back?
No, they're running.
Okay, I will obscure myself. Usually, when you're on a stage, there's curtain or backdrop or something at the back just to distinguish you. Could there be in this? I'm going to.
We will say yes.
Hide in the curtains, dear boy.
Because, of course, Carl knew what he was doing.
Cool. Oh, this is so hard. If only I were Wonder Woman. Okay,
If only. What a specific...
Just spin around.
Yeah, just spin around and nobody ever seemed to see her. I will.
Oh no, we're old.
Rip.
That's how she changes in the original, the OG Wonder Woman. With very high pants. I will step behind and then I will say it's morphin time. Red Thunder Dragon. So that would have used. Right. In fact, I wasn't.
That would be some movement and a standard action.
Yeah. Is that where I would have been at the end of the show?
You're cool anywhere on the stage.
I probably
I mean,
would
you could have been off the stage, honestly, because your part was like fairly early, so you could have been in the audience
midway through. So I mean, we left my token there just because we were doing like the actual stuff. So I would have started probably where I am at the moment, or I would have been back with Kelsey. So as those guys run past, I'll just bob down. It's morphin time, Red Thunder Dragon, and that's me ready to go. Okay?
Okay.
So in which case, I would like to go 5, 10, 15... count, James. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, I can get right up to him. Come on, mouse. Come on. 40. Come on, 40. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, they shouldn't take me.
As you get close enough to him to do so, as he did hold his action, he is going to make an attack on you.
I was about to say, although I've just realised I can't morph and attack in the same go, can I?
Nope.
Or can I? Nope. So I wouldn't have run all that way in.
Oh.
Sorry. If I'm allowed to retcon, I'd like to end up perched at the end of the stage.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
I shall allow it.
And I will end my card with both eyes cast down in shame that turn took me so long.
Sophie.
Thank you.
Okay, so how packed is the crowd? Because we are close to the stage, are we not? Me and Peter.
You're fairly close to the stage. There was probably about 120 people in the crowd. Most of them have scattered. There's maybe 10 people who are
The
some
people
of
we
them
actually
are
see.
kind of putting up their fists. A few of the braver, in air quotes, people are squaring up to BDB, but in that kind of, come on, you want to fight? Come on, way, where they're not actually getting any closer and are actively kind of pulling themselves back.
And we're outside, right? It was
on the
an
green.
outside setup?
Yes, yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, outside on the campus.
And the nearest building to where we are, is it like a building with classrooms? Is it a dorm?
Nearest
what is
building is Ernie's, the coffee juice bar. Probably about, at a guess, about 60 foot up on the map.
It's the other side of those red lights, isn't it?
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Up here.
Sophie's gonna.
It's just very difficult to see in the dark.
Sophie's gonna look at Peter and point towards Ernie's. And what I'd like to do. How far away is Ernie's again? Or Bert's? Is it
About 60 should be.
about 60? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I will just.
I am going to.
Oh, I was wrong.
Oh, it's much
by
longer.
30
It's
foot.
much longer, in fact. 90.
Oh no, because that's the door. No, 65.
Okay. Yeah, so Sophie will just point at that direction. To kind of signal to Peter where she's going. And then I'm going to do 35 of my regular movement. And once I get to like the edge of a crowd, I am going to spend a personal power to poof the rest of the way.
You run through the crowd. It's fairly easy. Everybody is running in one direction or another, so you just
That's
run with them.
65. Yeah, that's 65. I know how to count. It's fine.
There's
yeah.
problem running alongside or just behind the group, making sure people are moving away, making sure nobody's stumbling or getting hurt. And as you use your Zeo power to make that leap, you feel almost immediately that something isn't quite right. When you were trying to leap into the morphing grid before, you had that sort of energy feedback that was draining your power and stopping you from jumping properly. As you leap this time, you seem to tumble into nothingness for a second. There's a moment where your stomach sinks. You feel like the whole world has plummeted from underneath you. Like there is no up or down. You're just in a void of nothing. And then your feet hit the ground several seconds later. Only what you see isn't quite what you'd expect to see. You look upon the street signs, the welcome to Angel Grove. At some point, somebody has used it for target practice, and a that Angel Grove is it's just gone. It's just a hole. So it actually looks like now it says welcome to Angel GR.
Angel Gur.
As you look
Angel
around,
Grr.
everything is gone. There is no Angel Grove. There's no recognizable skyline. There's no buildings that you can place a name or location to. There is fire. Where Mount Is had once stood, there is just a fresh crust of lava from where the volcano had erupted and covered the town in ash. The biggest buildings that you would be able to see, the shopping mall, the college, the airport, are gone. The trees that covered the mountains, gone. Smoke rising up from the fire on the horizon. And smack bang in the middle of the city is this tall black spire that stretches 40, 50 foot high. It looks more like a throne than anything else. Ostentatious, huge. You can't see who resides upon it. It's too far away for you. But clearly, this isn't where you came from, or this isn't when you came from. And as you take a step forwards, you notice something else. You're morphed. But that's not blue you're wearing. There's not a unicorn motif. What is Sophie wearing?
She's morphed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
She's wearing the pink light speed armor. Yeah.
She is indeed. And idling about 25 foot behind her is one of the lovely bright yellow Hummers that Lightspeed like to use to get around. And in the driving seat is none other than Ryan Mitchell. Also morphed.
Is there a check for me to figure out exactly what is going on here? Because I just kind of got dropped in here. Like, what? Is there some kind of memory check or something? I don't know.
You have indeed.
I'd like to roll for sanity.
Yeah. You have indeed
Wrong TT.
just been dropped in here.
Can I roll an insight for body language change?
You can roll insight. What is Sophie's cleverness or willpower?
Willpower 17.
17. She looks tense, but I mean, you've taken a drive to the outskirts of Angel Grove. You were sent just to check. Angel Grove isn't far from Mariner Bay, geographically speaking, and it wasn't that long ago that the Green Psycho Ranger killed off the last of the Thunder Rangers. It wasn't that long ago that he built this throne upon the ashes of what was left of Angel Grove, and you're here to see, does he plan on moving further? Is he still there? What do you say to Sophie?
Do you see anything?
Do I see anything? Can I make an alertness check?
You can make an alertness check. I will say...
Because that would be really useful.
With binoculars, you've got like a backpack full of equipment. You're all good to go.
I don't have access to my ID points, do I?
You do not.
I rolled, is that a 4? I rolled a 6. I rolled a 2 on my
You
D20.
see,
it's really...
running through the streets of Angel Grove, you see putties. Hundreds of putties. Putties with a Z on the armor of their breastplate, just chasing down anything that moves.
They're different from the ones I know, right?
They are indeed.
Babe?
This doesn't feel right. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't feel right.
This place is a disaster zone. Of course it doesn't feel right. Do you see any sign of the crew?
Sorry. No, I...
Babe, are you okay?
She kind of freezes. Can I roll an insight check on Ryan? Because she just heard something.
Yep.
And she's like a little freaked out by it. Oh, now I roll really high. That's great. I rolled a 20.
Oh yeah.
She heard the word babe, but it wasn't the person she was expecting to hear it from, and she's a little freaked out. I guess what she's trying to get is, she's trying to figure out how to respond to someone that she doesn't know, technically. So, what kind of information can she glean here? She's a little freaked out.
I mean, we're morphed, so yeah. But I mean, the body language definitely reads concern as he's actually getting out of the Hummer and walking towards you. Like, you. What do you mean?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm feeling a little off, I guess.
I mean, this place will do it to you.
Wait, what?
Look at this place. Of course we feel off. Like, this is it.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, so remind me again why we were sent here.
We're looking for any sign of the Green Psycho. Like, is he still here? Is he move on? Like...
Well, I haven't seen anything so far.
Both of you.
Perception based?
Yep, perception based.
Is there a difficulty?
The difficulty is 15.
Oh, nuts.
Nuts.
I rolled a 10.
Oh, the net.
We're doing great.
Just a big old family-sized container of nuts.
There is just a big old family-sized container of nuts.
Flavors and...
Could I ask any of the other three, either any of you, put your hand up, whoever wants to do it, roll me an alertness check for Chad, please.
We're all Chad today.
Everybody's Chad today.
Everyone is Chad.
I'll do Chad quickly.
Thank you.
I'll do him on
saves me from
cold 20.
Oh,
Oh, like nice.
We all have access to his sheet, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Hilarious.
I mean, it was a 15 difficulty, so he didn't succeed, but
Big failure. Fact.
yeah. You don't notice it until it's too late. Their movement. There was a booming movement as the green Psycho Ranger in his monstrous form leaped bounds across Angel Grove from his throne. Just boom. 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 And as he hits the ground feet away from you and just and skids to a halt, he looks up at both of you, slightly crouched, coming to stands at his full height. So he's 3 or 4 times your size, an evil, twisted grin upon his face, and just Rangers, more helmets for my throne.
Great.
Well, there's your interaction. React with it.
All right, everyone. We need the Zords.
Where are the others?
Yeah, can I come in on a plane?
No, I'm just curious. There's a whole ass team. Where is everyone else?
Yeah, can I? That's what I'm asking. Can I come in on a plane?
Are currently in Mariner Bay, reacting to something else.
Yeah.
Max Soul Zord now.
We have to summon the Zords. Yeah, we'll summon the rescue Zords, I guess. Yeah. Do we have to roll for how long it takes for them to get here from Mariner Bay? Oh, damn it.
The D6, right?
It's 3D2, I think it is.
3D2.
Or it's 1 story point to have it show up right now.
You know what? Story point. Give me that max overs.
What I will say before you spend the story point is that Chad is already in the hydro rescue, having brought it to the scene to deal with any of the fires that might have spread. So as the green Psycho Ranger lands, those water cannons just slowly pivot towards it and just boom, just unleash a blast straight away, and then a second. And as the water starts pummeling the green Psycho Ranger and pushing it back, the fire is being sort of pushed away. Roll me another alertness perception check, please.
Oh, that's better. I rolled both of us? One of us?
Both of you.
Okay, I rolled a 13.
15 again?
No, difficulty for this one is 13.
13.
I made it for a change.
Do you want me to roll Chad again as well?
Nope. Chad's good. Chad at the minute is very focused on shooting everything.
Chad is occupied. He's got this.
Pew pew.
Sophie, as the fire is being washed away from the green Psycho Ranger, you notice something that you don't want to notice. You notice something that you don't want to acknowledge. The face beneath the fire, the face beneath the horror and pain is one that you are very familiar with. At some point or another,
Yeah.
Peter
Yeah.
became the Psycho Ranger. And here he
It was me!
trying to take you all down.
Okay,
Do
so
you
I
stay
rolled
and
the
fight?
I rolled the 3d2 for my Zord to arrive, and it's gonna take 5 rounds. So I am going to stay and fight based on the principle that I have to protect the innocent. I think, right? Just I feel like
there's no innocence.
There are no innocents left. I don't know. Sophie would fight if she thought there were innocents because she doesn't know.
Angel Grove is basically
it's a mass grave.
It's a fire pit at this point. It is just smoke and brimstone. Something, if anything is left alive,
and we do not have access to teleportation, correct?
You do not have access to teleportation.
Did not think so. Okay. Right. Yes, yeah. Story point.
Yeah.
Sophie would fight.
Okay. Both story points?
Sophie would yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if Ryan is staying and fighting, he's not just gonna bail on him, right? I feel like I
do you message the
he
other
called,
Rangers?
He called her babe. She can't bail. That's it. She can't bail. Okay, I'm also gonna use a story point.
Okay. Well, hold on.
So glad Peter's not here to see this betrayal.
I mean, he is.
Curse this sudden but inevitable betrayal.
So I'm gonna spend the point for the Zord, and I'm gonna Chad keep it occupied. As soon as the Solar Zord gets here, we're all getting aboard and we're leaving. We can't handle this alone. Keep him occupied.
Yeah, boss. And you can see, like, there's a battle between the two. The Psycho Ranger is starting to pull himself together. The fire is turning the water to steam. He's pushed himself down to the ground like a sprinter about to start running, and he is sinking talon-like fingers into the dirt and pulling himself step by step towards Hydro Rescue 2, as Hydro Rescue 2 just keeps unleashing jet after jet after jet of water, just trying to keep it back. Within seconds, the familiar sight of the Solar Zord in its shuttle form is visible on the horizon as it begins to fly towards you. And
All right.
assuming that Sophie has also spent the story point for summoning the Med Rescue 5.
Well, no, I'd like to retcon that because
That's
Ryan
fine.
said
That's fine.
Ryan said we're all hopping in the Max Solar Zord, so instead of spending the story point, she will just
That's absolutely fine. I did wonder.
jump in.
Yeah, so the Solar Rescue then is... Oh, the Solar Zord, sorry, is just flying down towards you in its Shuttle Zord form. It does, as that time slowly kind of trickles away, you can see that battle become closer and closer as the Psycho Ranger drags himself inch by inch towards the Hydra Rescue. The Solar Zord lands on ground that has been flattened.
All right, all aboard, everyone. Let's go, Chad.
Chad leaps out of the Hydrozord.
Wouldn't Chad just drive his own Zord?
Which is quicker.
Yeah, that's
65 aerial.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Chad
does the Solar Zord have windows? I'm just curious. Does the Solar Zord have windows?
Are you going to see? Yeah, you're going to see.
Eyes.
You see, as you fly away, the Psycho Ranger just tearing apart Hydro Rescue 2. Just sinking claws into it and literally just tearing it piece by piece apart, tearing the cannons off and throwing them in your in your direction, trying to catch you. Just chucking chunks of Zord after you, trying to take you down. Unsuccessfully, but the attempt was still made.
Sorry, Chad, but we have a backup. Dr. Fairweather was prepared for this.
Yeah, well, better,
still doesn't make it hurt any less.
Better Hydro Rescue than any of us.
Yeah, exactly. The others are busy. We can't handle him alone.
Nope.
I don't know if we can handle it together. Not yet.
I'd seen the photographs and the satellite images, but Angel Grove is gone.
Yeah.
Just obviously we knew the old command center had blown up in the mountains. They found parts of the technology there. And just, I can't believe it's just a graveyard. And apparently the Psycho Ranger wants to make it a Ranger graveyard too.
I think he's already well on his way.
How did it get this bad?
We should have moved sooner.
We had our own fight. We figured they could handle theirs, but they had their own bad luck, I guess.
Feels like we should have done something.
I don't know. They started off pretty strong. There was 5 of them, and then there was that explosion, like I said, in the mountains, and the blue and the black ranger never showed back up, and it all went downhill from there. And then the psycho ranger appeared and started hunting them down. He got the green ranger first, and then...
Do we know that Thunder Green then became Psycho Green? Do we know that?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. I think Green was the first one he killed.
It certainly seems the case. Either that or he's in hiding.
Sophie, Ryan's noticed that Sophie's been tense, but it's almost like she tenses up even more, and she's looking out the window and she's not really engaging. She's kind of emotionally shutting down.
Ryan's gonna pop the helmet. Sophie? What's wrong? Beyond the obvious, of course.
I'm sorry, this is just a lot.
Yeah. You look... I don't know.
This is so much more than I've ever trained for.
More than any of us were really ready for. And at that point, he will, like, from behind, he will wrap his arms around you. We'll figure it out. We have to.
She is absolutely grateful her helmet's not off right now, because she is quietly, like, there are tears in her eyes, and she is just really still, and yeah, she kind of takes her time, but eventually she kind of melts into that embrace a little bit and tries to take comfort in it, even though to her it's just really weird right now. And I think she will just stay quiet until they land in Mariner Bay.
Whilst they were sort of comforting one another, Chad had been updating the other Rangers, Dr. Fairweather, Captain Mitchell, on the fact that, yes, the Psycho Green Ranger was in fact still in Angel Grave. That wasn't a slip of the tongue this time. And yes, he is still out for more Rangers. As the Solar Zord lands, the rest of the Rangers are gathered round to meet and greet them.
Right. Doc, we need a new blue.
Zord, Doc, not Ranger. Just for the record, I'm fine. Yep. Just
I am still here.
Psycho Green just tore the thing apart. Needed to leave it behind. Yeah. You know, like they taught me in A school, I can't rescue anybody if I'm dead. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Just the Zord. Thanks.
You're unreplaceable, Chad.
Chad will go off with Dr. Fairweather and just go about getting ready the Hydra Rescue 2.1.
The sequel.
Probably more like 2.7 by now.
How many
Wait,
Zords have we lost? Yes.
Are the rail rescues a thing yet? Because trains.
They probably are, but I haven't statted them out as actually Zords because I forgot about them.
They're prototypes.
Just messing with you.
I forgot about them.
Can I just ask quickly how, obviously Lightspeed has a leadership hierarchy. Where does Titanium sit in the hierarchy? Because obviously blue is second.
Titanium.
Sarger is leader.
Red
is the leader. I would say.
No, would they be both, or would he take blue's position and blue would go one step down?
I personally think that Titanium would be over Red.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't.
Partially because
one time I thought I'd get to play a leader.
Get boned, Michael.
It helps for me to be fair.
I was paying for that.
Red bias and
I was trying to give it to you, but apparently I'm in charge.
It's half nepotism, half
yeah, maybe Titanium lets Red take field command.
Look, they're just leaders.
The way you said "let's" was so disrespectful. We have to move on.
Mitchell, the true nepotism baby.
Really?
I'm not crying. You're crying. Okay. I think Sophie just kind of chills in the background. I guess if everyone's taken their helmets off, she does the same. And
has she been visibly crying at this point? Because you haven't been able to really wipe your tears. So
yeah, no, I think she's just
just takes her helmet off and a puddle comes out.
I think she whatever tears are on her cheeks just get cleared away, and she looks like she's in that kind of puffy-eyed post-cry thing.
Do you want to go talk somewhere? Do you?
No, we've got way too much to deal with right now. We can talk later.
Okay.
I
can't. I don't know.
What?
You're tense. More than normal.
Really not the best time to be anything other than tense, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I just have a weird feeling. Right. Well,
seems to be weird feelings seem to be in large supply these days.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, then let's. Captain, what's the plan?
We have reports of some of these sins hunting for more crystals. It appears that several of them have gathered within Mariner Bay. We are looking into it and trying to track them down. We obviously don't want to send you on a wild goose chase.
Yeah.
However, we do need you ready to go should it be
when are we
reliable intel.
All right. Well,
can anybody roll me a cultures check?
Yeah. Absolutely.
For Ryan, because I know he has the specialization. Go ahead and roll it with that specialization that I know you've got.
Which one?
Do you have to roll a cultures check, or?
Cultures would be the only appropriate.
No, I mean, do we need to roll, or
you don't have to?
Cool.
No.
Not gonna help. This is out of Joel's wheelhouse.
Am I rolling a cult?
I can't remember what you've called it on your shit. A cult, yeah.
So, and because I took student for that, so Edge baby.
Let's go.
Is there a difficulty, or are we just rolling?
The difficulty is 15.
15.
I forgot that for the longest time that Pete could do that too.
Oh, hi, how you doing?
That's a 25.
Dang.
That's a degree of success. What?
Zach is so impressed.
A degree of success would be 30.
Oh, right. I'm bad at math. Leave me alone. I'm leaving.
I had to stop and question that because I'm like,
I got excited, but I
15 plus 15 is 30.
I did it. I win though.
Is anybody else rolling cultures?
No.
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 No?
You should know that better than anyone. You
Um,
made these sheets.
I mean, I can. It
A
won't
while
help,
ago.
but I can.
So are we like in the
3.
main command area with,
You're in a-
with all the panels and computers and stuff?
At the moment, you're just standing in the sort of hangar bay, but he is walking you towards one of the sort of briefing rooms.
Okay.
But you are basically about to be let go off wherever you want to go. Ryan, in all your study of the occult, 7 deadly sins, it comes up a lot. You know, the names are fairly easy to pick out and remember, and you have fought against a couple of them. Pride was a bit of a pain. You are somewhat aware of there being a new gluttony, because for whatever reason they seem to be able to make new versions of them. Although you defeated the last gluttony, a new gluttony does appear to be on the rise. And you have heard through some of these supernatural grapevines that Wrath is on the warpath.
Truly, we could expect him to do nothing else.
I thought it quite apt.
Like, it's like, who's on the warpath? Is it Wrath? It's probably Wrath. Seems like he's
It's
got
Wrath.
that.
It's in the name.
I've been
Oh, sorry, go on.
I've been looking into things. This could be there could be a new gluttony, or we could be dealing with wrath.
Wouldn't
fact
call
that
myself an. Sorry, go ahead.
Reform makes me think there's got to be something we have something we can find that if we destroy it will prevent them from reforming. I've been looking, but I haven't had any success yet. But if we can find the thing that generates the sins, we can take the sins off the table.
Sophie looks like she's thinking really hard for a moment. GM, bear with me here. So these sins keep coming back, right? And Sophie, the first thing she immediately thinks of is changeling putties and how they're made of some kind of magical component. Can she deduce whether those are similar magics or like if there's some kind of connection? Because that is the only thing she can contribute right now, and she's thinking really hard.
Roll me a science check. Difficulty is going to be
Medicine?
20.
Medicine?
I will go with medicine because of you doing the autopsy on the and I'll even give you an upshift because of your autopsy on the putty and your bits and pieces.
Hooray!
Oh, no. Hey, that actually became useful for something. Oh wait. Okay. Because it's a non-combat medicine check, does the junior EMT stuff apply?
For community helper, yes, you would get an edge.
All right, fistful of dice, let's go. Oh. Right. I love this for me.
Whenever I roll a fistful of dice.
I rolled a 24 with a crit on my d4.
You are fairly certain that the magic involved in both is not the same, but you are confident that there is some sort of magical influence that does need to be disrupted. Something that is perhaps shaping the host.
You have science face.
I'm not an expert, and I'm willing to take your lead on this, but when are we going to find time to disrupt this magical source while everything else is happening? The others are going to need backup at some point. They can't continue to keep handling everything else.
Oh, of course. I mean, I spend most of my free time. We spend most of our free time doing research.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In her mind, she thinks, well, in multiple dimensions, I'm still a workaholic. And she kind of, for the first time, at the mention of research, has the corner of her lip kind of pulls up to like a tiny half smile.
Yeah, I mean...
Sophie, you hear a soft voice. It's almost imperceptible. It's so quiet, and the words are fractured, as if they're not quite coming through.
Like static?
Yeah. Cat, here. Meet. Ryan, despite standing right next to her, you can't hear any of this.
And do I recognize the voice or the sound or anything?
Not at all. You've never heard this voice before in your life.
You, under her breath, Ryan almost doesn't hear her, but she says, "Do you hear that?"
No. What'd you hear?
I thought I heard a voice. Static.
I mean, we've been through all sorts of weird things. Did you hear what did it say? Did you catch it?
I couldn't make it out.
Right. Well, if you hear it again,
I'll let you know.
We'll
What time of day is it, GM?
It is the middle of the day. Sort of 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I don't know what it is. Lately, I've just been feeling really exhausted. Yeah, I think I'll go and take a nap or something. But, yeah, just keep me posted. Let me know what's going on. I just need to close my eyes for a few minutes.
Yeah. go take a nap, and I'll bring dinner by later.
Great. And she gives Ryan like the tightest hug she can manage before she leaves.
Yeah, it's returned.
And I imagine, even though she presumably lives in Mariner Bay, she has a room in the Aqua Base. So I will try to find it. And she doesn't know where she's going, theoretically. But she's trying to look like she knows where she's going. If there's some way for me to figure that out.
Think on it.
There are directions.
She accidentally ends up in Ryan's room instead.
There's directions to, like, as you're walking along, there's directions to the science labs, and there's directions to the dormitories, and then there's directions to the offices, and you eventually find directions to the Rangers' rooms, and with some trial and error, find Sophie's room.
She powers down, demorphs. Feels real weird that she's wearing pink. And shuts the door behind her.
Got that sweet Lightspeed jacket on.
Yeah. She pulls off her Lightspeed jacket and kind of tosses it over her desk chair. I assume there's a chair there. And the first thing she will do is look for a mobile device of some sort, a phone, something.
I will say there will be like a phone on the desk, a computer.
I was just about to ask.
I'm just going to...
underneath her morphed suit, would she have been wearing the same clothes she was wearing when she poofed? Or... Cool, so everything's complete. It's like she's always been in...
She's wearing a pink t-shirt, black combo.
That was going to lead on to my next question. Does she have the key from Peter still? Cool.
She immediately kind of impulsively reaches for something around her neck, and it's not there, and she is extra freaked out.
How do I get home?
Oh, she is all sorts of freaked out. And she grabs the phone. She looks for the dates. Matthew, I hope you calculated this properly, because I'm looking for it.
It is exactly the same day as when you... Like, the same day. It's exactly the same day.
It's the 21st. It's the 21st. Okay. So when Ryan was... Okay, I have a clarification because I didn't think to ask this before right this minute. So the events of that day with the command center explosion and stuff, that was explained to Sophie when we did the montage in episode 9, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And she is also aware of the Blue Ranger before her being the Blue Psycho Ranger because of Q's whole thing, right? Like when he was telling that story. Okay.
Yarp.
Cool. Yep. She looks at this phone. She looks at the date on it, and she looks at the lock screen on it, and it is not the lock screen that she's expecting. And she just puts it down. She goes to the computer and what would she do? She's gonna look up as much as she can about what's happened in Angel Grove, like information-wise. She's gonna try to kind of catch herself up so she doesn't get tripped up again. Because Ryan has noticed that she's extra tense, so she's trying to kind of fix that and kind of integrate herself more like she actually belongs here. So she's gonna do research in a different way this time. So she's trying to get information.
You find that as you begin looking back, it seems that one event on one day changed everything. On the day that you know that Vic was teleported into space, having saved the command center from destruction, the command center blew up.
That was like way the heck back in September, right? So this post-apocalyptic hell in Angel Grove has been going on for 3 whole months.
This has been going on for,
Holy shit.
After the explosion, the media never saw the Black and Blue Rangers again. The Red, Yellow and Green Rangers kept doing their best, but they were 2 men down. Or 2 women down. 2 people down. And they were constantly on the back foot. Constantly pushed to the point of stretching. And then when the Green Ranger disappeared and the Psycho Ranger apparently killed him and started hunting the other Rangers down, things just got worse. A volcano, an eruption, destroyed half of Angel Grove. The Rangers weren't able to get to the volcano in time to stop it. It destroyed power technology that was supposed to protect Angel Grove from attack, which meant that monsters were able to teleport directly into Angel Grove. And they did. And whilst this was happening, the Psycho Ranger just kept attacking. And eventually built his throne and encased in the... And I'm looking at panic now because I can't remember the name of the material. The stone-like material that the lava hardens into.
Are you talking about lava rock?
Does it not have another name?
Volcanic rock, lava rock. If you're talking about like basalt, then maybe.
Igneous?
That is a type of rock.
Igneous is a type of rock. It's basalt.
Basalt. We'll go with basalt. But the Ranger helmets are literally like embedded in the basalt throne.
That's hot.
No, it's cooled by that point.
Yeah, it's actually incredibly cold.
Yeah, so it is. So the phone that's there is not her personal phone with the really cute selfie of her and Peter. That's sad. There's something that she wants to do purely for her own. I don't know why she would do it, but she essentially searches for her friends like on the internet, see what hits come. Like she'll search for Peter. she'll Google search Peter.
There is a article from his father Ben that Peter is missing. It was dated about a month and a half ago, and there's no update, presumably because Ben was one of the people to have been caught in the eruption.
gonna take the phone that's like right there. She looks for phone number for her dad. And she says, and she sends a text that says, things have been crazy. Can we have dinner soon?
You get a message back almost immediately. Helping with plans to restrict entry and access to Angel Grove airspace. Should be back home at the weekend. Family dinner on Sunday. Apparently, Dad has gone back to working with the military.
With the Mitchells? Question mark.
With the Mitchells?
She just sends a heart emoji back. And the word deal. One last thing she does with the phone is look for a phone number or something for Dana.
There's nothing.
Yep.
Absolutely nothing. And in fact, if you put Dana's name in to like any sort of search engine or anything,
she did.
All you get is a news article from quite a while back where it talks about a car accident that Ryan and his father were in, and the tragic loss of Dana Mitchell.
One last thing. Is there any sort of journal lying around here?
You, where would you have put it?
Actually, if this version of Sophie has a journal, it would be, and she she checks under the mattress. And it's just like, okay, this will have to update me on what the hell is going on in this reality. So I will use this to kind of guide me through what the hell is going on here. Or at least, feed me information from past me? I don't know. This is really confusing for Sophie right now. So she will take that and put it on the desk next to the phone.
Whilst you're doing this, what is Carter, Kelsey, and Joel doing?
I mean, I'll get mine out of the way. Joel's probably hitting on Dr. Fairweather.
Some things are constant.
Look, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I never watched Lightspeed Rescue, so I was just like, let's look up Joel on YouTube to see what they are. They're all clips of him hitting on Dr. Fairweather. So
that's his personality.
I'm just going to assume 90% of the personality is hitting on Dr. Fairweather.
Yep.
Talking flyboy. Yeah.
Doing that and being a cowboy.
He even has the hat, if I remember correctly.
He does. Yep. He does, in fact, have a cowboy hat.
100%.
Which is a strong choice.
Carter?
I also do not know much about Lightspeed in terms of characters or anything. So I'd say, I don't know, Carter's probably like debriefing or briefing with Captain Mitchell because he's a soldier dude.
He's the consummate firefighter in that he does everything by the book, as long as the book means that he gets to put himself in danger first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth.
Textbook community helper hang up.
Yeah,
Carter
Just think of it that way.
yeah,
That is his entire personality.
pretty much. Yeah, as long as he gets to be the one that gets
Hang up
into
3 times.
danger, he's pretty good. Okay. And Kelsey?
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's me. I just like Kelsey. Wait. Nobody's
Who's Kelsey?
responding. Everything's gone quiet. Oh, it's me. I think Kelsey's probably minimally involved with the follow-up post-mission and is probably back in her favorite. I see her as being a bit like Holtzman from the Ghostbusters remake. So she's somewhere with explosives working on making bigger, more portable explosives.
Yep.
That's how she's processing stuff, yeah.
I like. Okay. One of the things that has been worked on with Kelsey and Dr. Fairweather, and Kelsey is sort of getting to tinker with now. Roll me an... I've just forgotten what the skill is. I want to say
Technology?
science, or is it
Explosive?
technology explosives? Technology explosives, please.
Could be science.
Oh my.
Really?
Oh my.
She's got like a
Goodbye, Kel.
D8 in this with specialization.
Oh no, it's with specialization, so I can roll with other dice. So this might not be that bad. Hang on. Let me just roll it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not going to be good. Oh, that's marginally better. That's 5. I rolled a 2 on the D20 and a 1 on the D8.
I was
Oh, the
concerned
pain.
botched, so you know.
With your rescue drill, you drill into a propped doorway. It's made of wood reinforced with metal in the core, like a sort of safety door. And you
Yeah,
drill
like a
into
fire.
the lock, turn the drill to sort of disengage it, and turn around and start running. Anybody that's watching realizes that as you start running, when you disengage the drill, the head stayed in the door. And about 10 feet after you started running, a little bit sooner than it was intended to, the drill explodes like a breaching charge, shaped perfectly to deliver enough explosive power to shred the lock completely and blow the door open. It works perfectly, although because you're a little bit closer than you were supposed to be, and no matter what they say, people shouldn't be close to explosions, and cool people, not even the whole cool people shouldn't look back at their own explosion thing. Your ears are ringing something fierce. Like, so what?
I would like
No,
to
I
say
don't
for
want
dramatic effect,
potatoes.
as it went boom, she jumped. She did the whole like
Dramatic.
jump full.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slow motion explosion behind. And she gets up, she goes, "Perfect! Worked like a charm! I think
Nailed
the
it.
next one might need more powder!"
This is a good idea.
It's a fantastic idea.
You'd play Pete really well.
Handy to know for the Freaky Friday episode.
Mm.
And
Wait, does that mean I actually get to be a leader?
Ryan,
I'm probably with Carter and Captain Mitchell.
Can Can I ask a thematic question quickly?
Yeah.
Did Ryan become the Titanium Ranger and the leader of Lightspeed at the same time as Carter become Red Ranger, or was it still later on in the timeline he got his morpher and then he took over from Carter? Just so I know if Carter's a little bit salty or not.
I would say if
This
anything,
a Tommy situation?
I would say if anything, Ryan got
Carter was
the
demoted because we
titanium
didn't save
morpher
Angel Grove.
before anybody else got a morpher. They probably were all training roughly the same point, but
Okay, I just wasn't sure because in our timeline, the Titanium Morpher wasn't complete until a later
maybe
date.
there was a bit of kind of like the titanium morpher was quite powerful and it was quite difficult for anybody to use it. That's one of the reasons why it was kind of still trying to be tinkered with in our timeline. But maybe there was a
because
moment
it
of,
matched with his bio.
could it work with Carter? No. Could it work with Ryan? Yes.
Cool. So he's not salty at all. It's just a mutual respect of leadership and cool. Cool. Just so I know how to play Carter.
Sophie, you have the journal. You have Sophie's thoughts written in front of you.
I am now lying on the bed reading this journal. So I imagine there's like an accounting of like private thoughts, things that are happening. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back as far as I can to find the details of the nature of her relationship with Ryan in the private journals so that I know how to act. I'm gonna use this journal as
Gotta read your own
guide.
diary to figure out what the hell happened.
Yup, exactly. That is exactly what I'm doing, Panic. So I will use the journal to fill in the blanks, anywhere from like anniversary, like dates, whatever I can manage from the journals.
So you can
and
act normally.
Huh?
Just so you can act normally around him.
Yeah, just so he doesn't pick up on the fact that I don't know what the hell is happening anymore. Like, how long have we been together? Just goes back.
I guess that's a question for me. I would say since shortly after you got recruited, like we've known each other for years.
Yeah.
Because our families have known each other, but yeah, either shortly before or shortly after you got recruited in Lightspeed. So about 2 years, give or take.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing I'm looking for in this journal is details of my recruitment, when it happened, and things like that, of that nature. And just kind of the sense like, okay, so my dad apparently is still doing military stuff. How does my mom feel about this? Do I have a good relationship with my mom? And stuff like that, just filling in the blanks.
The first thing you gotta check in your diary when you get sent to an alternate timeline, how's my relationship with my parents?
Yep.
Are they alive?
No, the first thing she checked was, what the hell is my relationship with my boyfriend?
Wait,
The second thing she checked. The second thing she checked.
Okay.
The second thing she checked is, how is my relationship with my parents? Because priorities. It doesn't matter which timeline Sophie is in. Priorities.
I love how one of the priorities isn't how do I get home.
It's not going to be in that journal.
Based
Listen.
on your own writing, and yes, the writing does look like your own writing. You spent possibly more time with Captain Mitchell in this universe than you did in your own. He kind of fathered you a bit more, when he retired from the military, he was always kind of hush-hush about why. You knew that he wanted to dedicate time to something, and there was a point when Ryan kind of changed and started what you referred to as an emo phase. He started getting into the occult and demons and that sort of thing. But your dad didn't really retire. He kind of stepped back. He did more of a consultation role. He, as far as you knew, at one point he had completely left, but he was always taking late night phone calls and he'd go away for long weekends. At one point you thought maybe he was a spy. It was crazy talk, you know. He's just no ordinary Joe.
But
you do have a good relationship, and you and your mum do like
does my mom hate that I'm a Power Ranger?
Oddly, no, because she likes that you use what you've learned to save people. Yes, you fight, and she wished you didn't have to do that, but she loves that what you do most is save people.
And I'll say,
yeah. Go ahead.
No, I want. Read in there that on at least 2 occasions you have prevented Ryan from leaving to go on his own mission.
The true solo strike.
Actually, I would say maybe no one else knows, but he would have told you absolutely what he would have told you about what happened to Dana, because he is aware, and that's is the reason, and that is the reason for his occult
obsession.
Yes, is trying to figure out how to get Dana back. And there have been occasions where he has almost left entirely to go figure that out on his own, because he had an argument with Dad.
She gave him the teamwork speech.
Yeah.
Oh man. Who's the hypocrite now? She is exhausted and she's essentially fallen asleep. Oh. So that's how that's gonna end.
Okay. Captain Mitchell calls to Ryan and Carter
from across the room.
Yep. Having just had a message come through on his console. We've got confirmation. Gluttony is in Mariner Bay. I need you to get the team and hit him now.
Right.
Roger that, Captain.
Carter, you get the others. I'll go wake up Sophie.
You got it. I'll go get them. I'm trying a thing, by the way.
Is that something Carter said?
Oh no,
sorry.
Sorry, no, I'm trying to do an accent when I talk as Carter. Don't laugh, it's a thing.
Michael tries his American accent.
Yeah, it's not very good, but I'm
going to make an active decision to not do that.
Hey, listen, I respect you trying, Michael. Okay,
100%.
Hundo P. Yeah.
You miss all of the shots you don't take.
Yeah. Knock.
Carter will assemble the team.
Sophie startles kind of and sits up and grabs her jacket from the chair and walks out of the room. How long of a nap did I get? Like 5 minutes?
About an hour and a half.
Just long enough to be groggy when you wake up.
Yeah. Just like
Just long enough for it to have made you more tired.
Hey,
oh, that,
sorry, you're at that point in the nap.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
gluttony.
fine.
Shut up.
Oh,
We
hey,
got.
someone followed.
Yeah, that somehow doesn't surprise me. And she follows Ryan to meet up with the rest of the team.
He'll take your hand as you walk. We got this.
Yeah. And she squeezes his hand. Like in her mind, she pretends. In her mind, she pretends it's Peter. She's just and she's trying to get through this. Yeah, and they, yeah, she follows him.
You gather, all of you, into the briefing room where Captain Mitchell is absent, but Carter is standing behind the lectern, ready to brief the team.
Elsie walks in. He goes, "Okay, tits, what's happening?"
You
Still
ascend
around.
again.
Thursday.
Sophie just says, "What's the deal with gluttony this time?"
Hey, what we got, Carter?
Pardon?
You weren't paying attention. Carter is standing behind the lectern in the briefing room, ready to deliver the briefing.
Thank you. Is he now?
Is he now?
Because he's a leader.
You're doing leader things.
Oh, no, I do have to actually talk, don't I? Jesus. Right, let's try this. So Carl will stand there and address the group. He'll have a very stern, serious look on his face, and he'll be like, right, team. Gluttony has appeared in Mariner Bay. Where has he appeared?
In the warehouse district.
He's appeared in the warehouse district. He's expected to cause major damage. There could be a lot of casualties. We need to move now. We'll move in with the Zords. We'll fly in. We'll take ground. We'll take action from an aerial stance. Get suited and booted. What are you waiting for? Let's roll out.
Is he already?
Not bad. Not bad. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
I was not
His
prepared.
version of Carter. It's great. Okay.
He's
Kelsey
already
leans
grown.
over to Sophie.
Look.
He is not already
Kelsey
grown.
leans over to
I wasn't saying that we're going to use the Zords to fight. Zords for transport in it, and then.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead,
Does
Kelsey.
Chad even have a Zord yet?
No, probably not.
I mean, we could all just travel in the Solar Zord, really.
The Solar Zord fits maybe 3 people tops.
It's a train,
Right?
dude.
Oh no! I thought the
It's
solar.
like a spaceship
I thought
train
the solar.
thing.
No, I thought the Solar Zord was a rocket.
It's a rocket train.
It is. It's a
Yeah,
rocket
it
train.
looked like Astro
Sure.
Train from Transformers to me.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. I mean,
Kelsey,
we could. Yeah, we could just drop in like that, I guess.
So Kelsey leans over to Sophie, having nodded enthusiastically throughout the talk, and just goes, "I have no idea what's happening."
Under her breath,
Please do a session as Pete, please.
Just for Kelsey's benefit, she hoping that the others don't hear her. For Kelsey's benefit, she says, "Me neither," and she, yeah, that's the response to Kelsey.
Ryan pulls over a pad. Gluttony is attacking. Holds it up.
We should probably
move,
head
people.
out then. What are you waiting for? And she morphs and walks
Let's
out the door.
go. Yeah.
Can never get a read on that one.
Right. And we go.
Sorry, I'm just
Titanium.
restarting roll 20.
Oh no.
Okay. I don't know if it's just me or not, but all of the name tags and everything have disappeared off of roll 20.
Cool. Love that. Love that for us.
I think,
Fine for me.
to be fair, I might have just realised why.
Oh, the map is moving.
Yep. I might have
You
just
probably
realised
just need
why
to
it's
scroll
done
down.
it. Sorry, everybody.
Were you on the wrong layer?
Yeah, I've just put them on the map layer, not on the token layer. Mea culpa.
Rip.
Put my hand up and admit my stupidity. I'm good at that.
We're doing it live.
We are doing it live. We travel to the warehouse district of Mariner Bay, where there is fire spreading everywhere. The air is hot enough to make flight difficult, creating updrafts that make the flying Zords rock, creating smoke that obscures vision, and ensuring that when the Rangers do have to find somewhere to jump out and land, they are near enough to where they're supposed to be, but still have to move in on foot. And with maps given to them by the techs back at Lightspeed base, they find themselves navigating through a warren of side streets towards where Gluttony is reported as having been. However, unfortunately for them, those side streets are on fire.
Is the roof also on fire?
The roof, I'm not going to sing. The roof is not on fire. And this is the frustrating thing with Roll20.
Just the one frustrating?
Yep, just the one. There's only one problem.
Only the one frustrating thing with Roll20. Right. There we go. Okay. So, as I said, you have essentially a lot of fire just right in front of you. A wall of flame. To your left is a warehouse 60 foot up. Directly in front of you is what appears to be some sort of smaller warehouse, or perhaps even a break room or something similar, where people have been putting their belongings before starting their shift, clock in and out, some sort of kitchen perhaps. Smoke makes it difficult to see. Any alertness checks or similar will be made with a downshift. You know that somewhere in this warren of corridors, or streets, is Gluttony, but not exactly where.
Cool. Are we in initiative or are we just in exploration mode?
Just exploration at the moment.
Can I summon
How
the
tall
plane?
is this building to our left?
The building to your left is 60 foot high.
Does
In which case, I would like to super leap on top of it.
You can indeed
I was going to
super
say,
leap on top
I'm
of
going
it.
to do a similar thing. Yeah.
does anyone on the team have fire suppression abilities like out of Zord? I know Chad does in his Zord.
I think Chad does out of Zord.
Chad
on, I'm
does,
gonna
in
turn into-
fact.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
turn into Chad for a second.
Check the sheet.
Somebody channel Chad.
Chad does,
I,
in fact.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one who doesn't have access to Chad.
Do
Hilariously.
you not? Sorry. Let me give you access to Chad. That
Oh,
was
well,
not
I have-
all need
intentional.
access to Chad.
I have Zords. I don't need access to Chad. I just think it's funny.
That's fine. It just wasn't intentional. I'd done it so they could
No,
pick and then just hadn't.
No, it's hilarious. It adds
Yeah.
to the Sophie doesn't know anything
Poor
vibes.
Sophie. Yes,
Like
Chad's
Scotty, Sophie
rescue
does not know.
laser, very weirdly named, is also
Is water.
a fire extinguisher.
Awesome. So
What a terrible weapon.
Carter will instruct Chad even. Red Ranger's still some sort of level of authority to start extinguishing the fires. Like,
Oh!
is there any debris or anything in the way as well once we start clearing the fire? Or
There are burning tires, which are hazardous, leaking some sort of gas into the air as well, because burning rubber and metals isn't a good thing. There's debris from the building ahead of you as the walls are beginning to collapse, and there's more debris round to the left. Kelsey, are you up on the roof?
Yeah, just before I actually do that, this is the building on fire, or is it just the streets are on fire?
You can't see because the building is a
Then
warehouse.
I'm
It's
jumping on top of the
enclosed.
building.
Okay.
Yeah. Me too. Teleporting portal.
Can you both please make me acrobatics or athletics checks? Difficulty is 12.
Right, let's try set of dice number 3 today.
Oh, hey, I did it.
I did the thing.
Oh.
I did the thing.
I refuse to use my green dice to
Rolled
roll as a
11.
red character for fear that they will never forgive me.
Yeah, I
So
think
you're
my
just
dice-
So instead you're gonna use the spiteful evil bot.
Yep. I don't care if Carter dies, it's fine.
Let's go.
Poor alternate universe Carter.
I'm gonna actively try to get Joel killed.
Can I just check? So, what did Kelsey get?
11.
11.
It's
As
getting
you
better. It's still
land
not enough.
upon the roof, unfortunately, the heat from the fire inside the warehouse has warped the structure inside. Ryan, you're able to throw yourself away from the beam as it begins to crack and give way. Kelsey, you fall, but are able to grab on, taking 1 point of bludgeoning, or 1 point of blunt damage, as you slam into the roof and the surviving support structures.
Because it just goes, bang.
Yep.
Damn it, Ryan, go on a diet. Even the roofs can't support you.
Hilarious. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help her up.
And puts that hand up for a pull. Yeah.
Right. Well, let's go get a look.
Do you stay on
Don't
the
fall
roof?
again.
We're just having a look around for whatchamacallit.
Roll me an
I can't remember.
alertness check. Remember the downshift. Difficulty is going to be 17. 1-7.
Is that even at this? Oh yeah, I suppose higher it smokes. Smoke goes upwards.
It does indeed.
Alertness.
Nah, that doesn't sound real. I don't believe it. Huh.
Yeah.
That is
Question.
whoo, oh boy.
Yeah. 10.
Ooh. We'll
Are
take
you-
that story point.
Yeah.
It's free. It's free for
Yeah.
us.
I think you should probably just re-roll.
You think?
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, up to you. I would be okay with it.
I'll reroll.
Okay.
We'll spend the story point instead.
There we go.
/R 1d20. Still fail.
Fine. Unfortunately,
It's
from your
unfortunate.
vantage point, all you can see is the brightness of the fire and the smoke spreading upwards into the sky. You can't hear anything over the roaring of the flames.
Does the roof seem to be similarly garbagey all the way across?
It does appear to be the case. The heat from the fire inside the warehouse seems to be essentially just shredding the supports inside the warehouse.
Right. Well, we're going to have to wait for them to put that fire out. This roof isn't going to support us anymore.
I would like to do an alertness perception check to see if any innocent people have been caught in this fire,
Okay.
Sophie things.
Just remember
I
the
would take that.
downshift.
I will take that upshift from Michael. Thank you. Cancel
Okay,
that
so that'll
downshift.
balance that out. Yep.
Sweet, that's a 17 with a 4 on my D4.
Over. I can't show the.
Give me some civilians to save or
at the
something.
moment. Over in the building with the blue roof directly ahead, you can hear faint screams of help.
Yeah.
Chad is slowly making his way towards the building. His rescue laser is putting out the fire. It just sounds weird saying rescue laser is putting out the fire.
Putting out fire.
But about 20 foot
Pete would be excited by this
at
laser.
a time. This burst of cold gas is putting out the fire.
There was a game created by Sonic Team
my
called
mouse.
Burning Rangers,
My mouse
which was
was
amazing. And that had a mechanic where the gun that you used to shoot like the few weird mecha enemies that there were was mainly used to extinguish fires. And what it did is it crystallized the energy. So it took the heat and the flame energy and crystallized it, which then became a power source for the unit that you were using. So there's
that's kind of cool.
just transformation of energy that could work.
Maybe. What
In the leap
is-
off this dangerous roof.
Either way, Pete would very much like a laser that doesn't burn his eyebrows off.
What's Joel doing as this is going on?
Panic, that is you.
That's panic.
Joel, motherfucker, leave me alone. I did ask if I could just get the plane here because I'm more than willing to summon this order right now and wait.
You want to call the plane?
Yeah, honestly, I really do.
I mean, technically they're rescue units as well, aren't they? So it's not like
It's air rescue. I think 3.
yeah.
Is-
If we know
is
there's
Yeah.
people that need to be rescued, it's not escalating. It's using them for their side
Okay.
purpose.
Carter,
Also, having an aerial view of things is always a good
make
idea.
me a science check. I think you have. I made these character sheets initially when we first introduced Lightspeed Rescue to the game. So I'm
I do
trying
have
to remember what
science,
I
I don't-
did.
What's my difficulty? I don't have very much
The
science.
difficulty is 10.
Oh, that's fun. Hope for the best, pray for the worst.
What?
Oh, an 11.
The
I don't know.
introduction of the turbines of the Green Zord could quite possibly cause the fire to spread more rapidly.
Carter would advise against summoning the Zord.
Joel is definitely put out by that.
Maybe
Just not comfortable if I'm not in a plane.
his name I have forgotten already because I'm useless. Maybe Chad. Does Chad Zord fly or does it drive?
It drives.
It drives, doesn't it?
It drives. He's got water cannons. I mean, he could
does.
bring that thing in to put the fire out.
He's currently Zordless.
Nah, didn't they already set him up with a new
It's
new water rescue?
currently being finished off prep-wise. It's only been a few hours.
Okay, well, yeah, Carter would advise Joel, like not to get it. The downforce could cause the fire to get worse. Don't do that.
All right, that time the accent was a little worse. I'm gonna give that one a 4
Yeah,
out of
it
10.
wasn't very good. I can't do it.
It was better before. When you were up on a podium, you actually did fairly decently.
Just takes practice.
Chad,
But
And you're
Anyway,
doing
I don't know.
fine.
You've asked me what I want to do, but is there anything I actually can do here?
you could force the door on the warehouse or rip a hole
so
in the metal of the warehouse using the
I was
rescue
under
clause.
Yeah, no, I get that. I was under the impression that the warehouse was about to come down. Is that not?
The roof broke where they put weight on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, look,
So-
if entering the warehouse is a viable strategy, then I am going to use the rescue cutter that I have to like get the door open.
So how accurate? How much progression have we made in putting the fire out?
You've put basically to the tires at this point. Like to the beginning of the tires, not even to the end of the tires. It takes him 6 seconds per like 15 foot, unfortunately.
I mean, it's still pretty fast.
Yeah. Joel,
Right.
with your rescue wings, I'm trying to remember what they're called. I apologize.
Rescue cut. The only rescue thing I have is rescue cutter.
Rescue cutter. With your rescue cutter, you are able to essentially pry open 2 of the panels of the walls of the warehouse, and with that,
Wait, so is the rescue cutter a Jaws of Life?
essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is the rescue cutter not a buzzsaw? I'm sorry, I'm so confused.
I didn't name it. I didn't name it.
I have a question, just really quickly, because I just thought of it. So you know how at the beginning of the session, Sophie used a personal power? Does that transfer over to this version of Sophie?
For sure not.
It is not.
Okay, cool. I still have all of my personal power.
Yes.
Also,
So
at
speaking
some point...
Yeah, speaking of personal power questions, I have 7 out of 4. Is
You
that a
do.
mistake?
No, it is not. Your
Cool,
Green
7 out
Ranger
of 4.
weapon gives
Nice.
you gives you the ability to store 3 personal power.
Okay.
So
That's an ability the Green Ranger weapon can take.
yes, it's the Green Ranger's unique weapon
Unique
trait.
weapon.
Yeah.
I would like to tell. I would like to just say that at some point, because Sophie does Sophie things, she's probably going to run towards the faint
Okay.
voices.
Let me
Just so you know.
finish. Let me just finish, and I will show you what the scene looks like. So, with the rescue cutter having been able to pull the walls apart, there's a section of the warehouse that fortunately actually hasn't been caught up with the fire yet. You're able to bypass most of the area that still remains ignited, and you are able to get all the way over here where Chad is already putting out the fire.
Nice.
And this is the warehouse the people are in, yeah? We can hear the voices coming from.
Up here, yeah.
The blue roofed one over here.
This one.
I was still on the roof. That was deliberate.
Oh, my apologies.
Um,
Sorry.
It's okay.
If you would like to, Sophie can attempt to jump over the fire. She could even make a running jump over the fire to try and get to the But from where you're standing, you can see that there is debris that has fallen in here, and that she will need Carter's help getting rid of it to enter the building, to render aid to whoever's inside.
Can we hear the people now?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're coming in loud and clear. Yeah, she's just gonna call attention to it. She's like, I can't get to the people.
Right, yeah.
Let's go.
Alright.
Carter will.
Okay, can I jump?
Yeah. You're
Super
still going to have the same problem in that you could be on the top of the building or you could be at the bottom, but you can't get through because the debris has blocked off the entrance.
Yeah, but I do have a drill that has
You do have a drill. Yes. So would you like to try and get through the roof or through...
Ooh, now that seems even more exciting. Now, from where I'm stood, can I tell if the blue building is on fire, did you say?
It doesn't seem to have spread so much as they're currently stuck inside the building. And
Then
someone
I
needs
will
help.
jump onto the roof, and I will try to drill a hole into the roof.
Drill a hole
possibly go wrong?
or use your breaching charge.
That one.
Roll me a technology explosives. If Carter is going over there to try and move the debris, I need an athletics jumping check to try and jump over the fire. Or you can move through the fire, but you are going to take fire damage.
I was going to jump. Doing the old. What one did you say? Athletics, yeah?
Athletics, yep.
Oh, yay. I have no points in athletics. How
Because
does
you've
a
got all
fireman...
the points in brawn.
I know.
And
I know. I get why, in game wise, I'm just saying, like, how is the fireman not fit?
I mean, he is just not in sprints and stuff.
I
Not
mean,
in
the
the running and
13
jumping.
was still pretty good because that's
He can carry all the fireman's gear.
8 times, so that's 10 times 3, 30 foot. You easily jump over the,
I was next to Chad, so cool. And then can I use my rescue claws?
You can indeed. Q,
Start
what is
clearing the
your
debris.
technology explosives check?
Well, I only got a 10 on my D20, but I did get an 8 on my D8. So 18 with a crit.
Easily managed to place the drill the head of the rescue drill into somewhere you're fairly confident through your years in the military, learning how to build and blow things up will do the job. You take several steps away and detonate the drill charge, which blows a hole into the house and allows you to drop into the bedroom, landing comfortably on a double bed. You can hear the cries for help downstairs.
Having
Carter,
seen Chelsea make her way in.
Yep. And Carter is currently pulling the debris away with his rescue claws.
Can I roll for this?
I'm having trouble with Roll20 because my mouse is doing weird stuff. So can you just move my token for me, please?
Yep.
Sorry, I have no idea why my mouse is misbehaving. I am not supposed to be on that roof.
I did wonder what had happened.
I would like to grab Sophie and teleport into the hole Kelsey just made.
Okay.
What
I
do we?
haven't got a map for the inside of the house, but the
Yeah.
three of you are now inside the house. There are two people, a couple. Both of them look to be in their late 30s, early 40s. Both of them look fairly fit, but one of them is currently trying to pry a bookcase that's fallen on the other, and apparently they are gym fit, not real world fit. And like one of the men is saying to the other, it's like, "It's all right, honey. I'll get this off of you. Come on, like just come on, pull." And the other's just like, why do you keep doing all those push-ups? You can't even lift this bookcase.
Adorable. We help.
Yeah, I'll do my best, but Ryan does the heavy lifting in this relationship.
Can Carter make me a brawn check, please? Remember the 2 upshifts from the claw.
Cool. Do you want me to roll again? Because when I said about using the claws, I already rolled. Rolled a 10.
Roll again for me, yes, please.
Cool.
Oh,
Sorry,
we
I
haven't
do have a
had-
habit of rolling before. I got excited about using new tech. 14.
You are able to move the debris, shore up the damaged section, and leave a big enough area that anybody can enter or exit without any real difficulty. Behind you, Chad is still working at putting out the fire, leaving a path through the flames, through the warehouse, and out onto the street. Ryan, without any real difficulty, is able to lift the bookcase and push it, leaning against the wall, so it's not likely to fall on anybody else. Sophie, can you make me a science medicine check, please?
Where
Sure.
you go?
Nowhere.
Just
I was
bouncing
trying to do
about.
something with my token and screwed it up again. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Just have it.
No, my mouse was being dumb. I rolled a 16.
You can see that there's some bruising. Doesn't seem to be any sort of problem with breathing. No real damage. Just, if they'd have actually done some proper weight training, everybody would have been fine. Stuck in the building still, but none of this drama.
Yeah, we will do our best to probably get them out of the building before it collapses. Seems like
Yep.
a good idea.
Between the 5 of you having entered the building with Kelsey's help, rendered aid, made a path between Joel and Chad and Carter, you are able to get them out of the building through the path, through the fire, through the warehouse, and out onto the street. You're even able to call Captain Mitchell and put in a request for a
Rescue.
A wambulance.
Wambulance, that's the word I was looking for. We're
Really?
going to call it a wambulance as well, just to come and check on them, get them to.
When you see how much that ambulance costs you, yeah, you'll be crying for sure.
Yeah, not in the Power Rangers universe. Everything's fine. Yeah. Roll me an alertness check again. Now that you've dealt with this situation.
Still a downshift?
Still with a downshift. There's still a lot of smoke in the air,
Everybody.
unfortunately. Everybody.
Is that
Perception based?
Perception based.
Difficulty?
Difficulty 17.
Ha! I rolled a 21.
Carter got close.
I got close. Sorry, I always forget to change the difficulty on the
9.
end of it.
Oof.
5. What about Joel? And does anybody want to roll for Chad?
I'll
I mean,
roll,
I'll give
chat.
it a go. I'll go on him.
I'm rolling so terribly. What's the
Oh
worst
boy.
that can happen?
I don't. I should be okay with this. I should be, but yeah, the dice roller hates me. It's evil.
Dang.
It's bad.
Okay. I'm just waiting to see what Chad's is going to be, just to see if anybody other. Whoa.
Critical success.
But not really.
It's not a real crit.
Not a real
It is
crit.
18.
It's a fake
Not a
crit.
real crit. 18
Okay.
though.
Between Chad and Sophie,
Thinking about
You-
planes.
you hear sounds of tearing metal. And as you listen, it's not the metal that was breaking and crumbling in the warehouse. It's more like crunching noises and ripping noises. And whilst for Sophie this doesn't sound familiar, for Chad's this takes him back to the first time they fought Gluttony. Because Gluttony would literally eat anything it could get its mouth around. Unfortunately for Sophie, those memories aren't in her head.
She can hear it, correct?
She can hear it, and it is eerie. Just crunch and crumple of metal tearing and grating against itself.
I have a question.
Yep.
It's free action to summon the V-Lancer, correct?
It is a free action to summon the V-Lancer. You are correct.
I feel like Sophie is acting on instinct when she, feels like there's something she needs to fight or whatever. She'll summon her power weapon, and then she'll be, mentally kind of surprised when it's not the power weapon she's expecting, and then she's like, oh yeah, this is a thing now. And, she summons her V-Lancer. And,
as you summon the V-Lancer and you feel its weight in your grip, you just hear this voice again. It's the same voice, this same soft, it's definitely feminine. Can hear.
Does it come in any clearer?
You definitely pick out 2 words. Can and hear. But again, nobody near you can hear them.
Sophie, do you hear? Is there something happening? So you are ready.
She
Do you hear something?
she points out the grating noise. You hear that?
Oh yeah. Chad says
that noise.
Gluttony, definitely he's nearby. He seems to
Which
be
way?
over that way, and he points towards the rocks.
Of course. All right. Is there anyone else in the? I looked at the people we just rescued. Is there anyone else in the building?
No. We were the last for the shift. We just got a little stuck. No, everything's it's all good. And the other
Stay
one
here.
just goes
What is happening for
beetroot
you?
reds when he says stuck.
All right. Well, to the rocks.
Instinctively, Sophie will put the V-Lancer in ranged mode,
It's a good mode to have it in.
and she'll follow behind Ryan.
Yeah,
Are
we're
you going
gonna.
across the rooftops. These buildings
Yeah,
are a little bit lower, so if anybody wanted to jump up, it would be. I need to actually double check the difficulty because we've not done high jumping a lot.
I need you to know that no matter how low you make it, I'm not gonna hit it.
That's fair.
I'm gonna keep plodding along on the ground.
Could Sophie do acrobatics instead?
I was just gonna take you with me.
Oh, right. That's okay. Sure. Right. I forget you can do that sometimes.
What I
yeah.
will say then is between Carter, Joel, and Chad, if they're going over the roofs, if you three are willing, you can go through the buildings. Joel to use his rescue cutter to rip open a door, Chad to move any debris that's in the way, and Carter to put down any flames that are in the way. Instead of going the long way through the fire, they just go through the buildings and through any windows.
I've got visions of the Incredibles in my head now.
We're gonna go right here. I'd move you, but I can't.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll move everybody over.
The whole gang coming. Chad, you're coming too.
God damn it. I don't know what's wrong with my mouse
hold on.
today.
Hold on.
You're going to jump into it.
Why does he look like a strong bad drawing?
Well, damn. That's it. Let's go. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me zoom into this guy. What the heck is with this
Matt,
guy?
Is he an original creation of this, or did the 7 Deadly Sin monsters feature in Lightspeed Rescue?
He is an original creation.
I really wanted to look up how did this thing look in the show.
He is an original creation. Everything featured is an original creation. This would be a pencil outline from Michael and a crazy ink and colour from me.
He's
When
been
you and
thinking
Michael
about
fuse,
this.
You become strong bad.
He's been thinking about this.
Home Star Runner.
He's been thinking about this for 6 months. He's had ideas.
Why do I feel like punching it's a bad idea? Why do I feel like getting anywhere near it is a bad idea?
Because it'll probably try to eat you.
Just
if we have the
see
opportunity,
a slightly
oh my
better
God,
picture.
Okay, so I have notes. Stomach mouth, excellent.
Stomach mouth. Yep.
Oh God!
And
Stomach mouth.
pardon the language, if you would. Floppy man titties, not a fan.
Moves.
Not huge into that.
He is gluttony.
Does he have arms?
He does have arms. I didn't draw the ink them. But he does have arms.
I was gonna ask, like, because it would be way cooler if he's
have
literally
legs?
just a stationary, like, stomach that just, like, Pac-Man,
He does have arms.
you know?
But yes,
He has arms.
this
Does he have
is
legs?
gluttony. Everybody, roll initiative.
Hey,
Am I
Carter.
able to-
Whoa! Hold on, who do I follow?
Yeah, it's Carter. Carter has follow me, doesn't he? Or does the white?
Technically,
or does the
they
Titanium
both
Ranger
do.
have it?
But
Wow,
I
just
think
you
Carter-
really taking everything from the red, huh?
I believe Carter has more initiative than I do.
All right, well,
Michael, I
I'm
think
following
you're
someone.
He-
You have
What-
to
what-
add.
I just
Yeah,
remembered
but
I have
it-
edge, so I'm just going to...
Michael, you're muted. At least in Discord, you are, because I see your mouth moving, but no sound is coming out.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally hit my thing.
Okay.
What's Carter's initiative?
With my upshift, I'll be rolling with a d6.
Yeah, follow Carter.
I would just like to
Yeah.
thank Aknef for that edge. Thank you very much.
You
because
have to roll for.
I
You have to add.
24. on my
You have a
initiative.
bonus.
Thank you.
For-
It was a story point.
Wait a minute. He didn't. No one gave you an edge. He gave you a story point, didn't he?
Did you give me a story
Yeah, he
point?
did.
Yeah, it was a
Oh
story
man,
point.
I thought you gave me edge.
That's not. I don't think that's
Dang
a
it.
thing that's here.
Do you
Hold
guys
on.
have edge?
Not mechanic.
No.
Yes.
No,
One PC has an upshift.
No, there's.
I use that
One
app
second.
ship.
Okay, so yeah,
Reroll
no one
to
has
the
anything.
PCs or GM a
Do you
story
have-
point.
Giving someone edge
I've
is not
forgotten
an
which
option
ones you guys
have.
have. Oh man, I haven't put that one on there. Damn it.
So I get an upshift for every player that follows
Okay,
me, yeah?
I'm gonna go. Cry now,
No,
then.
you get
No.
You get 1 point for every player.
It's an
You
additional
add-
one, so you add for
Cool, so I roll and then...
add 5.
Add 5.
number.
Yeah.
because Chad counts.
Chad counts. Remember Chad.
16.
Yeah, so I got
16.
16.
And then all of us roll a d4, including Chad. Never forget
have a-
Chad.
Don't forget Chad.
Never forget Chad.
I
Don't
have a
forget Chad.
12.
I'm just gonna go cry. Gluttony had a D12 in initiative for the record.
Oh my.
I think
D-
you got 7. Jesus.
Oh,
He had a
I-
D12 in
I
initiative.
take
Gluttony
offense to that just
Yeah.
because he's. I take offense to that just because he's fat.
Well, it was like he's so,
I'll be honest.
he's in such a rush to fill his boots that
To fill-
he got a
stuff his
D12
job.
in initiative, and
All right.
I got a 7.
D12
He's
in
just-
initiative with upshifts and edge when it comes to just eating initiative.
Yeah, and I got a 7, so that's disappointing. Right.
That's
So-
hysterical, actually.
How did Chad get an 11? It's a D4, and
Yeah,
the
you
number
rolled a
was
4.
16, so it's 12.
16? I thought he said it was
'Cause it's-
15.
It's 11 plus 5, isn't it? Because there are 5 of
Yeah.
us.
12,
It would be
Kelsey
11
got
plus 5.
15.
Okay, so Kelsey
Add
gets
1.
14.
Chad kills.
Ryan gets 12. Sophie gets 14. Joel gets 12. Chad gets.
Should also be
11.
12.
Oh,
It should be 12.
No, 12.
Sophie got. Is it deleting
Hey,
them
no.
as I'm typing them in or what?
No,
Ryan
I
got
see them
No.
on my turn
12.
order.
No, they're updated.
It just takes a while for them to update.
Only Ryan and Sophie aren't on the initiative tracker for me.
There's Ryan.
Mhm. Now it's only Sophie.
Yeah,
And there's Sophie.
there's Sophie.
Okay, and we're good. Now, if it would
Sorry.
actually be in order, it'd be awesome. All
How
right,
many people are on 12 initiative? That's hysterical.
it's a lot of
That's
fours.
so good.
It's a lot of 4s on D4s.
That is not the role you want to max out.
For sure not. Absolutely. I agree. 100%.
Well, then, people.
And then I
commit
started
violence.
blasting.
Commit
Yes!
violence. You can see
My
as you're
plane.
Right, so I'm going to call the plane.
that Gluttony is currently literally tearing into a
Man.
oil barrel. He
Okay.
is eating an oil barrel and drinking up the oil.
So, has he not noticed us then?
No.
So does
Alright,
that mean
let's-
he is surprised?
No,
No, he's
mechanically
like
it does
he's
nothing.
noticed
It's just because
you,
he's so,
but he's
he's so
ignoring
low in
you.
initiative.
He's just
so
eating. He doesn't.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'm a
we're all
Red
just
Ranger.
going
I'm
to
gonna
turn
hit
to wail
things.
on him before he's going to do anything.
I'm gonna run in. So my rescue claws can be used as an attack as well. Yeah.
They can. They should
Alright,
have
I gotta be
stats
right back.
attached to them for attacks as well.
Yeah. Right. Let me just confirm a few things.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
A second. Just get to reroll. Cool. Sweet. All right. So I use my goodies. Do I have specialization? I do not. Do I? No. I don't get skill shift. What would be my difficulty to hit him?
Your current difficulty is 18.
Right, yeah, I don't get any upshifts or anything, do I? No. So let's go. I
That is a
missed.
miss.
But I will use my ability to attack twice. And yeah, let's try this again, shall we?
Your first blow bounces off of one of his bronze
It is. Sorry,
Do I have
Michael?
extra? Do I have extra attack? I do not.
One of his bronze armor plates, the second hits him, and as it does kind of carve into him.
I've returned. Oh, cool. Nothing's happened
One
yet.
moment. What is your toughness?
23.
23? Awesome.
Super
Would you
tough.
like to defend with your toughness? Or your evasion?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with toughness.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's probably an AoE, but
Fantastic.
Is-
So you
You would have crit if you hit.
no. You are thankfully saved, but as you hit him with this attack, acids spews out from the blow when you pull the claws back.
is this a feature he had before the last time we fought the gluttony demon, or
This appears to be a new feature.
Q? After that, I will bounce back a little bit. Obviously, I don't get to move too far because of moving away. And then I'll warn the rest of the team that obviously that's new. I've given up on the accent.
Keep trying. Keep trying.
And yeah, 7 card and in my turn.
Okay.
I really would like it if my mouse would cooperate. I'm just thinking. I am going to
Kelsey
No,
next.
you're not.
Oh, wait, it's Kelsey next? Sorry.
Yes, Kelsey next.
Oh, for some reason I missed one. Okay, cool.
That's
It's
fine.
probably because
That's
I
what I
put
do.
14 in chat. I actually rolled 15, so don't sweat it.
Oh, okay. I thought we were the same initiative.
Yeah.
My bad.
So 5, 10, 15, 25. Kelsey's going to do something similar, but without anything sharp and pointy, and is going to try punchy, kicky, damagey this thingy.
Okay.
So I would like to spend a personal power point.
And
to
make
get
a
better at
triple
spending.
strike attack.
No, strike bonus for 2 upshifts.
Ooh.
So that takes me from a D4 to a D8 for a finesse attack.
Does indeed.
So let's go with the very heavy dice and see what happens. Oh, that's better. 16.
That is not enough to hit.
Okay. So the next attack, because I have extra attack, also, I will just go for a normal try to hit
Okay.
with a standard D. No. I'm going to spend another power point because why not? And make this a triple strike attack.
Go for it.
Oh, that's better. That's 23.
That's going to be a hit.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yellow Ranger stuff.
Ooh, this isn't going to work. So that's a 9.
That is not going to be a hit.
Also Yellow Ranger stuff.
And that is
What's the experience?
17.
That is not going to be a hit. Does a
Okay, just
19 hit you back on either your toughness or evasion?
it does.
Which would you like to defend with? Entirely your choice.
Evasion.
Evasion? Fantastic.
Hang on. Just before you do that,
Yep.
so the blows of the triple strike attack, with my athlete's grace, after the first one connected, I would have to have moved at that point, wouldn't I?
You don't
Before making the
have
next
to
two.
move. You can.
You are given the ability to move.
Yeah. But if I chose not to move on that first attack to then make my next two strikes, I then couldn't move at the end of the sequence, or could I? Does it
You
count
can
as one
still
attack?
move.
Okay, so I would like to have gone piff paff poff and then taken a step away.
That's fine. You're still going to get caught because
Okay.
essentially, as you hit him, he's from the mouth on his stomach, he essentially spews acid at you. I just need to double check. I'm 99% certain it's toughness, but I just want to double check this. Bear with me one moment. Apologies. 99% certain it's acid and toughness. Yes, it is. So you will take. Was that a proper critical? It was a proper critical. You will take 2 points of acid damage.
Kelsey decks it. She's unconscious.
So, do you, with your 0 health, do you unmorph?
No, I stay morphed.
Okay. Essentially, as Kelsey hit him and did damage, his second mouth threw up digestive acid over her.
And she
Gross.
Gross.
off the world and
Yep.
All right.
she's
Sophie,
face down in a pool of spew.
Yeah.
just a regular.
Yeah, I definitely saw that. Would it be possible for me to hold my V-Lancer in one hand and have just summon my injector and be like,
Yep.
this is my life? So, I think I'm 20 feet away from Kelsey. Am I? I'm trying. My mouse is being
25.
dumb. 25?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Okay,
I mean,
fine.
move.
I'm gonna move 5 feet to be in range, like right here.
Okay.
I can split my move, right? Because I have a plan.
Yeah, you can move, do something, move some more, do something else. You're good to
Okay, cool. I'm gonna move the 5 feet, and that, as part of moving, I will roll a d4 because acrobatics, and I'm going to add that to my evasion, which
Fantastic.
is now. Oops, I forgot to hit that morphin time button. Which is now a 21.
Brilliant.
I am going to. Actually, can I move all the way up to Kelsey?
Yeah.
Just put me up there, and I'm just gonna stab her with the injector and give her 1 health.
So Kelsey gets 1 temporary health, which allows her to come back to consciousness.
So that's 25 movement, and then I am going to, with the rest of my movement, go 5, 15, 20, like right here, 15 feet straight up. So that's 35 movement. Right here. Actually, I'll finish my move up here.
Okay.
And now my evasion is 21. How long does that last? Until my next turn, right?
Yeah. I want to say until
Okay,
the beginning
cool.
of your next turn.
Yeah. Hold on, let me double check that. Oh gosh, this is so weird for me. I'm pink rangering.
While you do
Oh
that,
wait, no, hold on, I have more speed than that. I have 10 more feet. Put me 10 more feet up. So 15 feet from Kelsey, okay, so 25. 25. So 20 feet up. Sorry, I know how to math.
No, that's
Because
fine.
that's 45 feet.
I'm glad
45 feet of
I
movement
don't know how to math.
to... Okay, so put me up here 20 feet away from where Kelsey is. Like right up here.
Okay.
Sorry. Is
No,
that...
that's okay. Chad
Um...
is going to summon his V
Oh, let's go,
Lancer.
Chad.
He's going to summon his V Lancer.
Wait, can I...
He is not going to
can I
move,
move
so
it?
he can aim.
I'm attempting to move my token and it's not working. Ah! God damn
Can
it.
You just
you
moved.
ping where you wanted to
Yeah,
move
but-
again, and I'll move you if it lets you.
20. Yeah, because
Right there.
it didn't actually move. Yeah, right here. That's 20 feet away. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, Chad is going to summon his V Lancer. He is going to aim, and he is going to fire at Gluttony because Chad is not a combat dude. He really isn't.
Oh, come on, Chad. You've got this. I
Chad
believe in you, Chad.
is a martial artist.
I know.
What's the difference?
The
That makes
difficulty
no
to
sense.
hit him at the moment is 18, which he got.
Pew pew.
Nice.
However, as you see Gluttony get hit by this beam of energy damage, the mouth on his stomach opens wide and sucks it in, absorbing the energy, and the wound that Carter
Oh, gross.
left on him seems to partially heal itself up.
Well, that makes him
So,
happy.
Can I ask again, is that a new ability or would he have had that before?
It does not seem like something you have seen before, no.
Awesome.
so uses energy damage to heal, and
That's-
automatically counters physical.
That's unfortunate.
Very much, yeah.
All right. Well, time to just take some hits.
It is Joel's turn.
All right. Well, Chad, you're the best for figuring that out. We love you, Chad. Yeah, sure. I'll solo strike it. No one's in proximity, right?
Correct.
So, actually, can I even move that far? That should be my first question. I can just get there. So, yeah. And then, so
No
the
reason.
solo strike gives me 2 upshifts.
2 upshifts,
So this
yep.
is rolling with a D10. But once again, the dice hates me. So, skill shift.
It is lovely being green sometimes.
1d10. Submit. Difficulty 18 to hit.
18 to hit, yep.
Cool. So you know what the coolest part about this is that statistically, I just need to roll an 8 or higher, and I'm not going to do it. So here we go. Yeah. What did I tell you?
Oof.
No shot. Literally no shot. The die
Wait,
roller on Roll20 is actually evil.
That's statistically unlikely, which
Mhm.
means it's
Just
going to happen.
not-
Yeah.
Just not possible.
I wouldn't get it.
Which brings us to Ryan.
Right.
cool.
Okay. I'm gonna
What do
take.
you mean? What do you mean today, Acne? I don't know if you know this. Anytime I try to roll with Roll20, this happens. There's a reason I use my physical dice for the
Yeah,
actual games.
it doesn't love us. There's a reason why everybody started using their own dice.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to curse my own dice.
Wait, hold
but
on.
I
That's,
red
not,
spectrum of them.
that's not actually true. Roll20 loves Supreme Michael.
That is true.
There
Like,
is-
to a
yes.
disturbing degree.
Yes.
I watched this
Very-
guy roll 5 nat
Yeah.
20s in a row.
Yep.
this
Yeah,
dice
he
roller.
rolled
That
just
was
21
scary.
after 21 the other day.
Truly, I've never been so
Dice.
indignant about anything in my life. Like,
Well, having seen that energy damage is useless, I will not use a free action to summon the titanium laser. because it's gonna do anyone any good. I will use a free action to activate Righteous Heart against acid damage. And use another free action to inspire Carter. Carter, bud, gotta get back in there. Then, so that means you get a D4 to your next shenanigan
Excellent.
on top of whatever you're doing. Then I will take the downshift to do unarmed blunt. Nope. Try again. Ah. All right. So yeah, Ryan will run in, try to do a roundhouse, no dice, and then follow up with just an uppercut, trying to avoid the giant mouth.
Okay. Righteous Heart will give you snag, or will give me snag, won't it? If I remember correctly. Fantastic. Let me just roll. Bear with me a moment.
I hate this so much. This fucking guy.
It's bad, yeah.
What is
I am taking that one. I'm
toughness
taking that
and
one.
or evasion, whichever you're going to use.
I will 19 toughness.
19. Snag. Submit. You're good.
Let's go.
And
Staying
he is
alive.
going to take a
One blunt.
1 blunt damage. Fantastic. Okay. You see, like, as he's hit, his bell's been rung a little bit. His head's kind of knocked back, and one of his yellowing teeth is knocked loose. He's still very clearly in the fight, but as that other mouth tries to spew acid at you, it doesn't work quite so well. However, I do need to, unfortunately. Oh no, that's a 6 as well. So Joel, you're also safe. Dun dun dun.
You love to be safe. You love to be safe. Honestly, you do.
You do.
That's what we at Lightspeed are all about, really. Safety priority numero uno.
Ryan, make me a cultures occult check, difficulty 22.
I love this so much. This is great.
She's like, I hate this guy, but I love
Hey there.
this.
I mean.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, roll.
Not a real crit, but
I feel like I feel like this is red bias, but just Michael, specifically Michael.
What did I do?
You saw exactly that same amulet around the last gluttony.
got it.
Not a similar amulet. Exactly the same. And although the glow is very strong, you can see several runes beneath the light that spell out gluttony.
Beautiful. We got to get that amulet. My turn.
And On that
It's his
note,
turn.
it's Gluttony's turn.
Come at me, Scrub Lord. I'm effing ripped.
So
I'm having a great time. This is fun.
I'm going to attack Ryan.
I see how it is.
Ryan, are you going to defend with your toughness or evasion?
Toughness. And
Fantastic.
is he aciding?
No.
Make sure.
Straight up take
Ryan.
a bite out of him.
The second mouth
Gross.
seems to grow cavernous.
Oh no.
And as it does, it just chomps down on you. This is an ability that unfortunately you must roll evasion to evade.
Ah. Rude.
You are considered grappled as he pulls you inside of his
Cool.
stomach.
Straight up swallowed.
You can escape as you would any other time you are grappled. But as he does draw you in, the mouth atop his head opens and he licks his lips. And armor forms across his chest in the same colour as the Titanium Ranger.
I hate this so much, but also thank you. Oh my god, this is great.
What is your
Having
bonus? What is your morphing time
2?
bonus?
No!
Say again.
2.
Only plus
Yeah.
2.
White is medium. Unless
Okay.
I missed that.
He now gets a bonus to his toughness. The same as your it's morphing time.
Garbage.
So he's just a 20 right now, right? To hit?
He is just a 20
Nice.
right now to hit. It is considered, for anybody listening,
Oh, I'm listening.
a plating bonus. This is important for a member of the team.
Well,
Oh,
time to read a whole character sheet to make sure it's not me. Because if I have
Jack.
something I have to pay attention to, it's gonna be bad. So
Is
my
it
theories
me?
on who
On that
it is.
note,
Is it me?
Is it?
we shall end the session
Oh,
there.
can I take my turn first? Oh,
No.
please. I had such a cool idea.
write it down. Write it down. Do it
You can
first.
use the
this
idea
time.
next time. Write it
That's
down.
kind of mean.
And right there.
I know.
D4.
That was kind of the whole point.
I mean, yeah, okay, I did specifically ask for it, but also that was mean. Hey, just because I asked for it doesn't make it less mean.
Okay, I
No,
don't
but
think it's
I'm
me.
giving you what you
I
wanted.
don't
No,
think it's
I
me,
know.
So I'm good to vibe. Nice.
It's me.
No.
It's me. I know it's me. I figured it.
Awesome.
I-
Congrats.
You have a D4.
No.
It's not you.
It's not me.
Yeah.
It's Kelsey.
It's Kelsey, I think.
It is
Oh,
Kelsey.
okay.
I thought it was me
Cool.
for drone things.
Cool.
I called it. I called it
No.
so
I'll
hard.
put out a salute to you. Not my problem.
Kelsey's drill
It's a drill. Drills
has
through
the
the plate.
anti-tank trait,
Anti-tank.
which ignores plating bonuses.
Ah.
Which kind
To
of
armor.
works because my plan for my next attack is to stick an explosive in the back of its neck.
Just
No, wait.
It has reach times 2. I can get it from here.
Okay.
No, wait. No, wait,
Amateur
Ryan's
invested
still in there.
dentistry.
That's what I was getting. Could I reach him
Um,
with my claws from where I am?
Do they have reach
Yeah.
times too? Then yes.
Oh, that's even better for what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Get the amulet. You heard me. I said
As
it.
we normally
Not
do,
while you're inside him still.
starting with Michael, who this week is playing Carter.
Hello. So
What is your favourite moment for Carter and your favourite moment for somebody
favourite
else?
moment for Carter, I didn't really do much. So I'm just going to say at least trying a shitty American accent.
I think the first one went really well. The second
Yeah,
one
I
just
lost
fell
what
apart.
voice I used the first time, and I was like, how did I sound again?
It's repetition.
Favorite moment for someone else? I've got two. It's either the way Jay acted out Kelsey doing the explosion, because that was just Pete all over. But that's also tied with every single time the penny dropped when Anne realised what was going on. As soon as you said car crash, and she was like, "Shit, Dana!" as soon as you said like about the Psycho Green, the flame coming off of his face, she was like, "It's Pete." I was like,
No,
"Yes."
that one it didn't actually click with me until Matt gave it to me. That one, I was like, "What the? Where is this going?" And then
I
he was
thought
like,
you
"It's
had clicked.
Peter." No, it didn't. That one escaped me because I was like, "Where is he going with this?"
I find
But
you
the
ruined
rest
for
of
me
it,
now. My favorite moment was Jay. A joke.
fine.
Do your Davy Jones show.
it's fine.
Anne, who still played Sophie, but in a different spectrum.
Yo, I just want to say
Favourite moment for Sophie?
I played a different spectrum. Still no extra attack. Okay, I'm trying to think. So good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Jay playing Kelsey, I was just like, that's so hysterical. I was like, thank you for giving that moment of levity and an otherwise, holy crap, what the hell is going on situation for Sophie. Also, just like the post-apocalyptic vibes that Matt was throwing when, at the beginning. At the beginning of the session, I was like, what is with this post-apocalyptic hellhole? I was like, what do I do? Yeah, and also just Michael. Michael playing Ryan, and just like, it's a different Michael calling my character babe, and I'm so confused, but also like, what is happening? So great. I'm trying to roleplay one of the things Matt told me was that she would specifically remember stuff from her timeline when she jumped in, whenever that was, and she wouldn't know anything. So I had to. It was hard for me not to metagame. So it was just like, how is this going to work? So yeah, I really leaned into the not knowing, and I was like, how do I interact with Ryan? Yeah. And my favorite thing for me was just like, hey, does this version of Sophie have a journal? Maybe I'll just use that as a cheat sheet. How do I exist in this reality?
Love it.
Universe cheat sheet. Love it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I ain't got nothing for Joel. I'm gonna be real with you.
No, he just
Him
flirted.
flirting was cool.
My favorite scene overall was the introduction of Psycho Green Peter.
Just comes bounding like.
Mm-hmm. That's some anime shit, and I appreciate it.
I'm
just like
Isn't
the
it?
shock.
Just like
You
flying,
see and
like,
hear the
100
shockwave
foot.
of him, like of the leap.
Yep.
And that's cool. I like that
It's-
a lot.
Unnecessary.
That's how it was going in my head.
It's not a secret that I'm a masochist, and it hurt. That description hurt me, and I'm like, damn. And then Michael admitting that it was his idea. Yeah.
Yep.
Stabbed me right in the feels. It's great.
I had suggested other things too, but Matt was like, "No, that's too mean." I was like, "Okay."
We'll have to talk
Michael,
about
who
that.
played Ryan.
Yeah, there's a lot. Favorite moment for me. I don't know. Just the I think it's just trying to figure out why Sophie's being weird. I'm trying to like pick at that. Like, you're tense. What's happening? Like,
Yeah.
especially when I failed that initial insight roll. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
17 willpower. It's got to be useful for something.
And then, I mean, Kelsey. It's fucking adorable. That's my
she
Sarah
wasn't
Flutter.
like a big presence,
But she made it black.
but
A boom even.
I must say as well, one thing that I have noticed is I have to say about you, Michael. It's impressive how adaptive you are, because so far we've all played like different characters that aren't our main, and so far, like, I don't mean to sound rude to anyone else, but you're the one that's adapted the best to playing like different characters. Like when you were Jason, you instantly fell into it, and with Ryan, you're now playing. It's it's kind of a seamless transition, which I'd like to say is quite impressive.
he messages me with questions, but not just with questions, with suggestions and ideas. Like, should we try this? What about this? And I don't think I've said no.
No, I don't think. Yeah.
I'm just like, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Go for
Well,
it.
especially once Anne gave us carte blanche to destroy her. It's like, all right.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah. Go for
No.
And
I definitely did that.
Yeah, I locked it. I was thinking about the Ryan Sophie angle, but then you officially gave the go ahead, and I was like, all right.
it. Yeah. You can do anything. Michael just messaged me. It's like, well, this is a go.
Speaking of people who understood the assignment, well done, Michael. I'm also
Jay, who
sorry.
played
I was just gonna say I am also ready to roll deception against Ryan. I am going to lie through my teeth.
Jay, who played Kelsey?
Yeah, I won't lie. I was very unprepared for this. I had no idea who Kelsey was, who she was going to be, how she was going to speak, act, or react to the world. Yeah, so I think in my head, my favourite bit for Kelsey was in the briefing room. The briefing had happened, and then just getting the message at the end. What are we waiting for? Come on!
Why are we here?
Why are we still talking? Let's go.
Yeah, like
Hilariously, it's Kelsey that Sophie admits she has no idea what's going on to. And I think it just went all the way over her head. It went over Kelsey's head, which is
I don't think I'm from here.
No, it's not even that.
The fact that you dropped your voice to do it when she can't hear anything at a normal volume, so it just went on.
The comedy gold.
Or it was jumping on the roof and then instantly falling through it. I thought that was also quite on brand. My favourite bit for someone else was probably the introduction of Green Psycho Ranger. Kind of how that played out in my head was particularly dark, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah,
So much fun.
I am
Fantastic.
advocating for something. I'm advocating for it hard. Either a Freaky Friday situation where Q and Pete swap bodies, like, because I need to see Q play Pete, or I need to have a friend date with Kelsey, but in that episode, Jay plays Kelsey.
Everything explodes.
Everything explosions.
That second idea is on the same
play with
level of
explosives and
me and Jay
lasers.
can never write an episode together.
Sophie,
Yeah.
On the same level.
Sophie takes Peter to Mariner Bay and he disappears. She has no idea where he went.
We can take it.
You want to
one
hang
step
out
further
with us?
then, right? It will be an episode where Jay plays Kelsey for Pete and Kelsey to hang out, but you and Jay write it.
Oh no.
You plan the episode.
And then it becomes
Okay.
Make it the
Okay,
most
but-
cursed thing.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey!
on a
Speaking
day-
of
On a day when it's only the three of us here, I have to GM Kelsey and Peter on a friend hangout sesh.
I'll just watch.
Hey, but if you want
Really
to,
a terrible plan.
okay, if you want to make it the most cursed thing, the reason Peter's originally in Mariner Bay is because he's going to meet Sophie's parents for the first time, but he escapes and goes to find Kelsey because he doesn't want to go meet Sophie's parents.
We just have an explosion.
Is that,
there.
hey, what are you doing? I'm playing with explosives.
I'm coming.
And he disappears for 6 hours because he's terrified of Sophie's parents.
Like, what would
Comes
you prefer,
back and-
broccoli or blowing shit up?
Blowing shit up. He comes back with not only no eyebrows, but just no body hair at all. Like, no hair, no arm hair, nothing.
I
Damn.
don't think that my Kelsey would ever be the protagonist that leads you to becoming like,
Mole Man Pete. Like-
yeah.
Oh, we are going to say good night, everybody.
Thank God.
Thank you very
May the
much.
power protect you all.
And may the power protect you all.
Night.
Have a great evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.